We'll start.
That confidence that the workers and the farmers have in the red flag on economic issues.
Yeah.
That degree of confidence we have not been able to generate on social and social oppression issues.
It became like one of those match the following exercises, wherein I really couldn't tell apart the lines of, at least CPI-ML, we'll keep it aside for a second. CPI, CPM, I just couldn't tell the line apart. But this reunification talk, right? The CPI always seems to have its door open, and the CPM seems to have a door half open, closed.
Right now, between the CPI and us, on most of the positions, there's a commonality. But then,
the flippant response to that would be that the communists sit across in these coffee houses and they're discussing theory while the country is burning.
That's what I don't want to do. Unification does not come with a golden handshake from the top by the leadership. It has to be built from below.
When it comes to Ukraine, your position, the CPI's position is fairly similar. But the CPI-ML...
This war has been caused by USA and NATO. And it is being used, the present Ukraine regime, by the NATO alliance and USA for its eastward expansion. And what is actually being created in the world today by this NATO alliance and led by the US is actually pushing the world into another Cold War situation. So Stalin's treatment of Ukraine was also purely from the war effort.
Alexander Dugin, Putin's Rasputin. He says that there are these civilizational states. India is a civilizational state, so is China and Russia. And there's some kind of ethno-nationalist kind of imagination he has, saying that akhand Bharat, akhand Russia.
These sort of things, they find an empathy with each other. Bolsonaro, Erdogan, Putin and Modi. I mean, you have, this sort of a trend of a rightward shift. And the rightward shift has got very strong fascistic elements.
What influence do you have today on the international communist movement? You went to China last year? Last year? You and Mr. Raja? Year before last. Yeah. Do you take to them saying that, hey, this is our constitution?
No.
This is how democracy works and this is the framework in which we are functioning? Communists have not figured out the question of identity.
I said annihilation of caste cannot happen without taking the entire class question in mind. So that's why I said in India the class struggle, not a general struggle. The class struggle in India stands on 2 feet.
I'll take you back to your run-ins with Kanshi Ram. Sitaram versus Kanshi Ram. Right? He asked you, where is your leadership? Where is your Dalit leadership? In Bengal, you are in power. And you came back and you said,
this is actually a slur against the communists. That you are anti-Dalit, anti-this thing, you're not conscious of this, etc. In fact, the slogan of Lal Neel was a slogan that
but there is no Neel in any of your alliances, no, sir? I mean,
why don't your tribe understand the actual reality? Tribe means a journalist.